Do autism levels change over time? Exploring growth and progress. Autism is often seen as one of life's great constants. It's not a condition people grow out of, nor can it be cured. But within this conversation lies an important and nuanced question. Can autism levels change over time? Do individuals on the autism spectrum experience growth and progress in ways that alter their skills, behaviors, or support needs? In this video, we will explore this fascinating and impactful discussion. By breaking it down into clear sections, featuring insights from experts and real-life stories, we'll uncover how the journey through life can reshape the autism experience. Let's begin with an understanding of what autism levels actually mean. Autism exists on a spectrum, meaning individuals can experience the condition in vastly different ways. The term autism levels often refers to a diagnostic framework used by professionals to identify variations in support needs. There are generally 3 levels outlined, with Level 1 describing individuals who need minimal support, Level 2 for those requiring moderate assistance, and Level 3 for those needing significant support. Importantly, these levels are not meant to rigidly categorize or label people, but offer guidance on how much support an individual might need to thrive. A common misunderstanding is that these levels remain fixed throughout life. In reality, changes in behavior, skill acquisition, and life circumstances can influence the amount of assistance someone requires. So, while a person's autism isn't something they outgrow, there is room for growth and progress. To understand this better, let's look at the factors that influence changes in autism levels over time. First and foremost is early intervention. Research shows that when children on the autism spectrum engage in therapies tailored to their developmental needs, such as speech therapy, occupational therapy, or applied behavior analysis, they may experience significant improvements in areas like communication, play, and social interaction. Education is another cornerstone of growth. Schools and programs that accommodate unique learning styles and promote specialized approaches to teaching can be transformative. Providing opportunities for children to learn at their own pace and in ways they understand builds self-confidence and essential skills. The role of environmental and social support can't be overstated. A nurturing home environment, understanding peers, and inclusive communities create a space where individuals can explore their abilities, practice coping mechanisms, and feel valued. When society shifts toward acceptance and accommodation, this removes barriers that often hold autistic individuals back. Lastly, let's not forget the natural developmental milestones that come with growing up. Just like their neurotypical peers, people with autism learn from life experiences, face challenges, and find ways to adapt. Over time, these experiences lead to new strengths, even if the pace of change is different. Now that we understand some of the factors that encourage growth, let's examine what these changes actually look like. Not every autistic individual follows the same path, and that's what makes this spectrum so diverse. For some, significant progress can occur in areas such as social skills. They might find ways to manage anxiety in social situations or develop strategies to initiate and sustain interactions with others. Others may show improvements in communication, either by building verbal language skills, adopting alternative communication systems like sign language, or using assistive technologies for communication. It's also important to recognize that some changes are less visible. An autistic person might become more adept at managing sensory sensitivities or find tools to help regulate emotions. These types of adaptations aren't always outwardly noticeable, but they reflect tremendous personal growth. However, it's also worth noting that growth isn't always linear. Some individuals may plateau, and that's perfectly natural. The misconception that growth must always mean moving toward neurotypical behaviors can place unnecessary pressure on individuals and families. To bring these ideas to life, let's turn to some personal stories. Real-life anecdotes help illuminate the diversity of experiences on the autism spectrum. Take the story of a young boy diagnosed at Level 3, requiring significant support for everyday activities. Through consistent therapy, he learned to communicate using a tablet. Over the years, he developed a vocabulary he could use to express opinions, joys, and needs, transforming how he interacted with the world around him. Consider also the perspective of a teenager initially categorized as Level 2. With dedicated support, she grew more comfortable navigating social situations. Though she still relied on close friends and family for emotional reassurance, her newfound ability to self-advocate gave her an empowering sense of independence. For every burst of visible progress, there are quieter victories. A child learning to tolerate loud environments by wearing noise-canceling headphones, or an adult discovering how to master daily routines using structured schedules. These stories remind us that growth manifests in many forms. But just as there are moments of triumph, there are also challenges to be faced, and they deserve attention as well. A major hurdle is the myth that autism can or should be overcome. Many people harbor the misconception that growth means disappearing into the neurotypical mold. This creates an unhelpful narrative that doesn't celebrate the unique strengths of autistic individuals. Societal pressure to conform rather than adapt is another obstacle. Parents and caregivers can feel overwhelmed by the expectation to force neurotypical behaviors onto their children, when in reality, the goal should be helping individuals thrive as they are. Emotional resilience plays a big role. Individuals on the spectrum, as well as their families, face unique challenges every day. Frustrations, misunderstandings, and setbacks are normal. Accepting that growth doesn't erase these challenges, but reframes how to navigate them is key to fostering resilience. This brings us to the importance of support in all its forms. Caregivers are often the cornerstone of development. By providing consistent support, encouragement, and patience, they help create an environment where autistic individuals feel safe to try new things and build new skills. Educators and therapists also play an essential role. Teachers who understand different learning needs and therapists who approach their work with empathy can unlock a child's potential. Programs that take into account sensory and intellectual diversity make a world of difference. Finally, communities must strive to be inclusive. When neighborhoods, schools, workplaces, and social groups welcome people with autism just as they are, it creates a ripple effect of belonging and empowerment. Society, as a whole, becomes stronger when everyone feels valued. What happens as autistic individuals transition into adulthood, though? Let's discuss. Autism doesn't end at age 18. In fact, many individuals on the spectrum experience significant changes during adulthood. New environments, responsibilities, relationships, and careers introduce fresh opportunities and challenges. Some adults find ways to advocate for themselves, request workplace accommodations, and build supportive social networks. Others may need continued guidance, particularly during transitions like moving out or finding employment. Growth in adulthood also includes learning to adapt to evolving sensory or emotional needs. While the intensity or frequency of challenges may change, the need for understanding and individualized support remains constant. Ultimately, just as in childhood, adulthood is a time for building strengths and learning to thrive within one's unique circumstances. When we discuss changes in autism levels, it's important to redefine what progress means. Rather than setting neurotypical benchmarks as a goal, success should be about helping individuals find strategies that work best for them. Some achievements may be bold and visible, others quieter and deeply personal, but all are worth celebrating. This is also where empowerment comes in. Self-advocacy is a powerful tool, allowing individuals on the spectrum to take ownership of their needs, goals, and identities. Encouraging people to embrace their strengths fosters confidence and independence. The focus should shift from simply managing autism to highlighting the gifts, resilience, and creativity that many autistic individuals bring to the world. So, do autism levels change over time? The answer is yes, but not always in the way we might expect. Autism isn't something that disappears. Rather, it unfolds dynamically over the course of a lifetime. Growth is deeply individual, shaped by factors like intervention, environment, and innate strengths. It's a lifelong journey, evolving and changing as each person navigates their own path. By embracing acceptance and providing support, whether as parents, educators, or peers, we can help those with autism thrive on their terms. If you found this topic insightful, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences, stories, or questions in the comments below. Remember, every story is unique, and every bit of progress is worth celebrating. Thank you for joining us in exploring this important conversation. Let's keep learning, growing, and lifting each other up as we celebrate autism in all its diversity.